Dirty old D. Dirty old dusty old D. From the salty old sea. So foggy this morning, huh? So froggy this morning. Where's all this frog come from? It's too froggy. Ni hao ma. Wo chong chong mai han bao bao. You're talking about Twin Peaks: The Return? I did not enjoy Twin Peaks: The Return. It was a little too much for me to deal with. I really lost interest in retarded Cooper. Cooper, the retarded guy, just wasn't hitting for me. So we went ahead and stopped watching that show. Ooh, come on. Dougie, yeah, too much. Couldn't handle retarded Cooper. It was too much. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I think that I am going to have to go and get a brand new rolling paper. In fact, I'm gonna probably have to wait. It is so humid out here that my rolling paper has turned soggy. So we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait. Wow. The Moron Club is up early today. What are your pronouns? Eat, my, and ass is the ones I prefer. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? Yep. Repeating the same question twice doesn't get the question answered. Especially if it's a dumb question. It's too early, I know. I'm aware. Trust me, I'm fully aware. All right, 7:58. Going to see Terrifier early in the morning? What, dude? I don't get you folks. I mean, To each his own, but who is out there going to see a movie in the morning? That just feels wrong. Afternoon, okay. Morning, nah. Oh, third shift, yeah. Well, that explains it. Have you ever seen the inside of a man, just your dad? Only your dad. Do I need to go through the rules for you guys? I think I might need to. We have a rule around here called the sub-Gump rule. We know from the movie Forrest Gump that Forrest's IQ was 75. Remember the scene where his mom has to bone the principal? So if you are below Gump, so if I put something you say into the context of Gump and it's something so stupid that even Gump wouldn't have said it, you're gone. So like this guy, you look like Jack Bulk. Couldn't even like check before he hit post. Sub 75, he's gotta go. So no smoking, mister, he gone. Marlboro, he gone. Just all of it. Bow to Russia, he gone. You may as well just save it. You know what I mean? If you got something stupid to say, you may as well just hold it. Hold it on the inside. Because all it does is just get your alt banned here. Sub 75. Like Smokey there. I walk around all day asking people what kind of cigarettes they smoke. Gump never woulda. You gotta go. Oh my God, don't ban people, bro. That's so lame. Sub 75, gotta go. Kind of watch is that? This is a Xeric Soloscope 2. Have you watched the Junji Ito collection? Nope. Have you watched are horrible, horrible questions. What the Sigma? That's a 12-year-old. That's a 12-year-old. That's gotta go. I'm gonna help out Phoebes. She's all alone out here today. Bloop. 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 Oops, that was an unhide. Hide. A 75 or don't post. 75 IQ or don't post. Just get you banned. Type up your thing, right? Type up your, it's really just one extra step. You type up your dumbass shit and then you go like, would Forrest Gump be dumb enough to post this? And if the answer is no, don't post it. What do you do when you're bored? I'm smarter than you though. Okay. Why'd you get banned then? I worship Russia and you will too. Goodbye. I know. It's just been... Every show has to start this way. It's just the way the show is. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Good job, everyone. We're all fucking stupid. Yep. Pretty bad, bro. You get on in the morning and you can't find like 5 people that are beating Forrest Gump in IQ. You can't find 5. I gotta tell you, there are a ton of smart. I know. The early ones, like the people, because when you first start one of these, you get these like waves of ending up in people's recommendeds and just the absolute bottom of the barrel dumbasses usually ride in on that wave. Super sub 75. So you ban them, you ban them, you ban them, you ban them, and then eventually you've cleared out most of that and you've got people that know how to speak. But it takes about 20 minutes for everything to settle down. I would say 20 minutes or so for like the level of moronism to taper off, for idiots to realize that they're not getting any traction here and to move on to some other person's shit. A human moment, great. Yeah, fuck a human moment. I've had enough human moments. I've had enough human moments to last me a lifetime. I don't need any more. Hard to find good pot. Very discouraging. Not in California, it isn't. It's hard to find bad pot here. You really have to dig for shitty pot here. Really have to dig deep. Norton Collie. We got our shit handled in Cali. Wake and bake with Paul. Wake and bake with Paul. Okay. Oh shit. Before I light this, I'm gonna go get my coffee. My coffee. Je suis Water Café. Bless. You are a bad person. That was mean. How would you even know that? How would you even know that I'm a bad person? He looks very happy. Yeah, I'm pretty happy, man. Yeah, those are geese. Honk, honk. Your bread looks so cool, man. My bread. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh. Don't worry, it's tough. Bread. The amount of people who pop in, waste their time typing a comment like, stop smoking, and then get banned immediately is fucking unreal. It's got to be 100 over the last 2 days. At least 100 people have been banned specifically for giving advice to a 44-year-old that doesn't need it and never asked for it. Yeah, this is a Nancy Pelosi shirt. The rot. The rot at the core of the country. Don't go changing. Ba-bum, bum, bum, bum. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No way you're 44. Easily would have guessed 20 years older, man. That's what your mom said, too. That's what your mom said. Now she calls me young buck. She thought I was her age, but after I tapped it off, she saw that youthful energy. Playing any Tekken? Not really. Playing a lot of DBZ though. Youthful wear. You know where. You know where she likes it. Uncle Buck. I mean, that one's not that bad. Uncle Buck was badass. Here's a quarter. Why don't you go downtown and pay a rat to gnaw that thing off your face? Boom, boom. Yeah, Uncle Buck is dope. Why would you hate on Uncle Buck? So stupid. Just absolutely bottom of the barrel today. Good news is a lot of these dumb people will be getting dressed for church soon and heading that way. And church doesn't usually allow them to watch live streams, so I'd say about 3/4 of the sub gump are getting dressed right now. I'm hurrying, Mom. God. This guy looked like Hagrid. I'm hurrying, Mom. This happened to my friend one time only, and he went crazy. Huh? Is that the new what? No. Yeah, we need some counters. We need a sub-gump ban counter. I just need like one little floating thing that says amount of people today with a sub-gump IQ. And then it just probably today it's probably got like 60 on it. $60 or $70 easily today, just today. Wild. Wild, man. The sub-gump tracker. What do you do for work? You're looking at it, bro. Do you have an account of the overall ban list? Oh, it's gotta be in the thousands. I got muted for you for like nothing. Now you're gonna get banned for nothing. Don't whine in here. Don't cry. This is not a place, this is not a customer service counter. I don't care if you were treated improperly. I don't give a shit. The customer is always wrong here. Get used to it. There's no complaint counter. There's no suggestions box. It just is. And if you don't like it, that's all you gotta do. Pakistan. Interesting. I'm 44. Always be at your best. Say nothing. Yep. If people think you're a moron, don't open your mouth and make them right, right? What strain are you consuming? Don't worry about it. It's not for you. This strain is for adults. This strain is not for you. Have you ever been Captain Nemo, trapped inside your submarine while a giant squid is attacking you? Yes. How did you get away? It wasn't real. It's only a story. That's the difference. This book is real. There are people that solve other people's problems all day. I do. That's what I do for a living. I solve people's problems, literally start to finish. A lot of times the people don't even know I've solved the problem. Like when they're stinking up the room with their stupidness, I solved their problem. See how that goes? If the general IQ level in the room drops as soon as you talk, I solve your problem. And a lot of people say that's an unsolvable problem, but I've solved it. I hit the ban button and they go away. So I'm a problem solver. I'm a solver of problems. I hope all good things come your way. Glinda the Good Witch dropping by to give some good vibes. How we living? Tip top. Should I ban weird parasociality like that? What are we talking about? If it, you ban what you want. Hey, baby. There's a big pot of coffee in there.
Okay. You want me to get your cup?
No, I've got it.
Okay.
I just want to let you know.
Maybe I'll get one here in a sec. Get a little sprinkle. Or is it just
It's fog.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was like when I came out this morning, it was all socked in, foggy. It was so damp that I had to go get another rolling paper because the one I brought out here got soggy. If you could restart your life, what would you do? That is a thought that almost never passes my brain. And when I do, I let it pass me right by. People are obsessed with starting over. Like, what would you do if you could go back? I'm not. I wouldn't go back. I love where I ended up, and I wouldn't be able to make all those decisions again properly to get myself right back here. I live in the moment. I appreciate the moment to the greatest extent that I can. Problem solver, money in politics, guillotines. There you go. One word, one solution. So what motivates you? The same thing that motivates everybody else.
You didn't say like you're in the perfect place. You're just saying that this is where you want to be because the alternatives are hypotheticals.
Yeah, I don't care about the alternatives. I like where I am. I like the mistakes that I've made in my life and the lessons that I've learned in my life. I like those things. I don't hate myself for those things. I don't hate those things. I don't hate the outcomes of those things. I am truly and genuinely happy to have traveled through my life in the way that I did and arrived here at this moment. And that's where I keep myself to the best of my ability. Have you traveled? Yeah, I mean, I've traveled a lot in the United States, not a lot on the globe.
In Mexico.
You should go back and maybe not take a second helping at each meal. Damn, that was a good one, bro. Nope. I'd be just as fat. I'd eat every meal the same way I did. It'd be pointless.
Well, I mean, like, it wouldn't be as memeable. Like, how much money did you make in shirts being the fat guy?
A lot. A lot of money. Are you a gamer? I play video games. I'm not a gamer. That word used to just mean a guy who plays video games. Now it has a whole different meaning.
Yeah, because now everyone plays video games, so gamer's like a different category.
Right. Gamers like, I play video games and take them super seriously or whatever the fuck. Yeah, no. loaf. Dusty gray loaf. I would say people who absorb content outside of the game about the game or gamers. I'm really, I don't know, dude. Like,
it's one of those words that is like undefinable, but if you know, you know.
Kinda, yeah. A gamer is somebody that takes video games a little too seriously in my mind. Warm up my coffee. Give my coffee a little warm up. The attention alarm is going off. Cricket needs attention. 5-alarm cricket attention fire needed. Oh, coffee is everything. Coffee is the nectar of life. Why did comments keep disappearing? Because there's one rule in here. And the comments are violating it. You have to have a 75 IQ to post in here. And if your IQ is below 75, you're sub-gump, you get insta-banned. So, you know, just make it look like you're smart. That's the way it works. Pretend you're not stupid. If you can pull that off, you'll probably be okay. Maybe. Censorship. Cool. No. Duncership is what I like to call it. The only censorship that happens are people that are sub 75 IQ. Duncership. Yeah. If you got put in the dunce cap a lot, you can't talk in here. You can't talk in here. You're not allowed to speak. You should probably, like, learn to ride. What's your opinion on the upcoming election? Don't have one. Don't care. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Doesn't matter who wins. Isn't going to make a lick of difference. It's a bullshit enterprise and a bullshit waste of time for faux intellectuals to spin out their fucking political hackery. It's over. How's that? That okay? You ever notice the dumbest motherfuckers in the world are also the most political? You ever notice that shit? Wonder why that is. I wonder if correlation equals causation. And who are you to violate my freedom of speech, Chubbs? I'm your father. While you're in my backyard, you may as well treat me like dad. That's who I am, motherfucker. You're gonna get other dumb questions? I'm gonna let you have that one dumb question. But your next one better be smart. You better prove to me that you're above Gump, pro Gump. Don't smoke weed, you're gonna regret it. Well, I've been doing it since I was 13 and I haven't regretted it yet. So what do you think that means? Does that mean that you're incorrect? Or does that mean, I mean, you gotta interpret it. Can you share some information about the dangers of smoking that could help people quit? Yeah, I'll ban you, and that will probably help people quit. How come potheads are unmotivated and lazy procrastinators? How come chatters are always projecting? Can you answer me that? I know from your name that you're a dude that spends time watching drunk idiots beat each other up on RVs. So we're not exactly talking to a college professor here, but I want to know what you think about that. Why are chatters on the internet such huge projectors? I'm a huge podhead, and I probably make more money than you do. No, leave this guy alone. I'll ban him. So you do watch? Yeah, dude. I've seen what's his name? Only Use Me Blade. I've seen a guy named Chicken Willie or some shit like that, who fucked Blade's wife, I think. I saw some highlight reel of him getting with Blade's girlfriend or some shit while Blade was out of the RV. I know there was a dude, a black guy named Dope District, that dragged a dude off the RV one time and almost killed him and got busted by the cops for it. I know that Baked Alaska went on those IP2 streams for a while. I'm trying to think if I can actually name anybody else in the IP2. Oh yeah, that there's an autistic kid that lives with his parents, that people troll his parents all day and make them mad, and that's his content. Yeah, I'm aware of it, but I think that people that spend their time fucking like watching that shit live, waiting for something cool to happen, I think that's a little fucking sus. Oh yeah. I remember that. I remember, well, Blades had a dude over his house and he drank himself to death basically, and passed out and was dying on the floor, and they drew like Juggalo paint all over him, and then he died in the hospital a couple of days later. for watching. I'll post your link in the forum, I mean, if you want. I'm not real interested in the IP2 community. I like, you know, the highlight reels where I get to see them fall over or get busted or have to go in an ambulance because they drank too much or whatever. I just watch the good parts. Now, I don't know much about the dude that died. I don't know what his medical conditions and stuff were, but I do know that he drank like a fucking whole handle of Jim Beam on the stream. That'll kill anybody. You're the #1 clipper on IP2 forum. Okay. Well, that's cool. Maybe I've seen your shit then. I don't know. Maybe I've seen. I don't know if you've got a YouTube channel, but maybe I've seen it. Because I will go on a binge and watch IP2 people every once in a while, like the highlight clip stuff.
Why don't you go make friends with that old dog?
He already is. That's your little friend over there. Just chill out. He's so grumpy. But if you just had a visit with him, you'd just be in love. You'd be excited to get over there and give smooches and butt sniffs. Still waiting to come out of that one. But I did tell Billy the Fridge that one of these days, when his health permits, he's got to get me on one of those IP2 RVs for one night. I just want to experience the chaos for one night and then leave. He told me he could do that. Billy said he could make that happen for me. Just get me on the RV, baby. Put me on the RV. Put me on there with Blade. I will be Blade's defender, bro. I'm not going to let him paint him up like Pepe the Frog when he passes out. I bet I'd have a great time on one of those RVs. As long as I knew that I could just like get off at the next stop and never get back on again, it would be fun. Because sometimes it gets a little too wild for me. It would be a whole lot of fun to party with only use me. I don't know about, to be honest with you, like party, I don't think I'd drink much on it. I'd probably smoke a bunch of weed. I don't think getting drunk on one of those RVs is a smart idea. Do you play games, maybe like Diddy Foreplay? Only with your mom. I drizzle coconut booty oil down her booty crack. I don't even know what forum you're talking about, homeboy. But cool. Yeah. Everybody's got advice, but nobody can dig themselves out of the hole they're in. Isn't that weird? It's a weird thing about the internet. Everybody's got advice, but everybody's stuck in a rut. I think that advice would apply personally. Maybe applying some of that advice personally. Okay, all right. I'm not a forum guy, bro. I appreciate you posting my link, though. Thanks for helping to spread the word and stuff. But, yeah, I don't care. When you're smoking, how does it feel? What? You gotta go, bro. I told you I drizzled booty oil on your mom. You gotta go. I don't even know how you skipped the fucking queue. You gotta go. You were handled already. You don't get a re-up. What's your take on Nikocado thinking he got one over on the internet? He did. Whether you like it or not, he did. He whipped people up into a frenzy of like body shaming, and he played right into it. And he got people completely lost in the sauce when it came to that. And he did, you know, a legitimate stunt that took probably a year and a half or more to fully do. Complete with like pre-recording things and like pretending they were new when they weren't. All this shit, right? I mean, the dude got one over on the internet. There were a lot of people who had to shut the fuck up after that. Because now he's in shape. It's mad impressive, yeah. He was huge. He had to be, I mean, he used to weigh himself. I know he was over 300 pounds. And now he's like a little yoga twink again. That's fucking crazy. And he did it in the background and unveiled it. I mean, that's wild. Oh my God, go look him up, Phoebes. Go look up Nikocado Avocado. Yeah. He pre-recorded so many videos that people thought he was uploading videos and getting fatter and fatter. And in reality, he was back on a clean vegan diet and doing yoga every day. And the next time that people saw him in reality, or at least what we know to be reality now, because he might already be fat again. Who the fuck knows? I don't. I listed off literally every IP2 streamer that I could name, bro. So I wouldn't ask me about it anymore, because it's going to get you banned. Yeah, you got to let it go, bro. You really got to let it go, or you're probably going to end up getting squished. That's a... I told you, Phoebes, right? Almost unbelievable. Well, he was before. That's the thing, is when Nikocado started, he did clean vegan mukbangs and yoga videos.
Like avocados and shit.
Yeah, that's where his name came from, is he was like a clean, raw vegan and a yoga instructor. Literally, like, that's what he did for a living. He lived in South America or Central America, I can't remember which, and he was a yoga instructor. And he was super positive, and he had a whole different personality. And then all of a sudden, he started eating meat and cheese and tons of noodles and all this non-vegan shit. And he slowly but surely just blew up and got huge. And that actually blew his channel up, because he'd do all these crazy stunts and shit.
A lot of it was just straight up fetish content. Like, you'd find someone else in
There was
the
yeah.
fetish community and do shit with them.
Yeah, there's like feederism going on, and then he had like an OnlyFans where he was doing porn, and like he maximally exploited it from a money standpoint, and he was big. Like, he became like a living meme on the internet. He's one of those people that, like, even if you haven't seen one of his videos, chances are you've seen a meme with him in it, right? And then I'm not exactly sure, like, after watching the bookended videos, because he uploaded a video when he was from back when he was fat, and then the next video he uploaded, he was thin, and they kind of played into one another. And from what I can remember watching those two videos, I don't really quite understand what the point was. Maybe there doesn't have to be a point. Don't take things at face value on the internet. Maybe, I don't really know, like, what the ultimate It's okay, baby. Don't worry. I really just don't get like what the ultimate point of what he did was. Yeah, I mean, I guess he just trolled the entire internet.
I don't know. I still stand by my theory that that was his personal thing, and then he just decided he was done with it.
Maybe, yeah.
He was into the feederism shit, and he just let it take its course, and then he decided he was over it.
You don't think there was a plan from the beginning to
No.
like blow up into a big balloon of a person and then get back down thin?
No, I think that the getting back down thin might have been like that was obviously planned with the whole film and stuff.
Yeah,
And shit.
at some point it became a plan. I'm talking about from the top.
I don't think it was from.
You don't think the arc was a plan?
No.
What if it was though? He's an evil genius if it was. That puts him in like Kaufman territory if that's actually true. If he started way back like 10 years ago and the troll arc just completed as planned, I put him in the Andy Kaufman zone at that point. Not at the same level, but he's on the tier. But yeah, I think Amelia's position is Occam's razor, probably. It's the most simple explanation, right? Is that he kind of rode the wave, got fat, got into the fetish community, made a bunch of money on it, and then had an idea at some point. Why doesn't Boogie do something like that? Because
he's incapable.
Exactly, because Nikocado, what he did takes an insane amount of dedication and personal like responsibility and all of that. Like, and Boogie has none of that. Boogie literally couldn't lose weight functionally and keep it off if he tried. I really believe that. I really believe that Boogie is a person who is so hamstrung by his own mentality that anytime he tries to lose weight is destined to fail. If you listen to Boogie, I've never heard Boogie say, dude, I took my millions of dollars and got a personal trainer.
Or a dietitian.
And a dietitian. And I'm hitting the gym 7 days a week. I'm hitting it every day. I'm doing strength training. I'm doing flexibility training. And I just can't lose the weight. Everything, I've never heard Boogie say that. It's always like, oh, I got a fucking surgery and I couldn't lose the weight. Oh, I took this pill. Oh, I didn't keep the weight off. Oh, I started this fad diet. Oh, I couldn't keep the weight off. You know, it's always the easy road with him. And that's the problem. Boogie needs to tist his tipples. He did when he was screaming about his tipples getting tisted. He grabbed them. Yeah, he's a self-defeating personality. He hamstrings himself because ultimately the truth of the matter is Boogie doesn't want to lose weight.
Yeah, it's not like no one else has ever beaten the surgery, but the extent that he beat the surgery and how quickly.
Yeah. Well, his co-host on the Lol Cow podcast, Wings,
yeah.
also beat the surgery worse than Boogie. Wings is way bigger than Boogie is. Yeah. So, you know, these are two guys that prove that there is no amount of easy road that works with weight loss. If you're not, because like even if you get the surgery, which is a super help if you're trying to eat healthy and lose weight, if you do not commit to the diet plan, if you start eating, overeating and re-stretching out your stomach, you see what happens. Those two guys are living examples. Both of them had basically their stomachs stapled. I believe that Boogie had vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And I believe that Wings had a traditional, whatever they call it, gastric bypass. Two different types of a surgery, right? That are supposed to have two different types of effects. Both of them ballooned that stomach right back out, and now they're fucked up again.
Yeah, that's why ideally they try to get you to lose a bunch of weight before the surgery to show that you could be committed to a diet.
Yeah.
But you can always find a doctor that'll do it without fucking having you do the 6 months or whatever of dedicated weight loss before.
Right. I'm doing what you talked about at the beginning of your weight loss journey with portion control, and so far I feel way better about it, not letting myself be tricked by the fallacy of waste. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's, and I'm not always on point with that. I still overeat from time to time. I still eat more than I should here and there. But the amount by which and the amount of times it happens have drastically decreased in the last year.
And it's about what you add to, like making what you do eat more wholesome.
Well, I mean, like, I hate to say it, but eliminating meat did that by proxy.
Yeah, because you had to add more beans and
more beans, more healthy plant proteins, more fiber, right? Like all of these things naturally went up, and my portion size went down as a result of how filling all of those things are, right? And so it's just like that switch was the key for me. That's what started me on that.
Yeah, because we have that one soup recipe that you like, but it's just so heavy and there's no meat in it. That bean and squash.
Oh yeah,
soup.
yeah, yeah. It is super heavy. Yeah, I mean, I had the same kind of upbringing where, you just didn't leave a bunch of waste on your plate. You didn't, you went back for seconds. You overate as a rule, and breaking that cycle and stuff was has helped.
Like, was leftovers still pretty big in your childhood, or did you start moving away from leftovers after a while?
No, mom. I mean, like, everything got it.
Yeah.
Everything. Either it got et as it was, reheated for another night, or it got incorporated into something else. Any tips for dealing with that? I mean, honestly, no. Like, because what drove it for me hardest was textural issues, which I've talked about again and again. It's hard for me to talk about because I don't fully understand it myself. But I've had really adverse textural problems with meat since I was a little baby. And I kind of got around that by eating the most processed and unhealthy foods I could get my hands on. And cutting meat out was like confronting that textural issue and then taking action to fix it was a huge part of this. And that's not, the same for everybody. That's not going to apply across the board. It's not exactly advice. What's your favorite meal to cook for others? Like, ironically, probably like a burger. Like a good ass hamburger. I'm really good on the grill, I'm definitely of the age to be a grill dad, even though I never, became an actual father. I'm definitely grill age, but I always have been a griller, dude. I was the guy that grilled at parties in my 20s. So I really like manning the grill at a backyard barbecue in the summer. That's like my favorite way to help people out, to cook for people, make people happy. You give me any kind of meat and I can throw it on the grill and make it taste good, pretty much. Give me access to a smoker, I can do some other stuff for you too. I can do a pan fry as well. If you just want burgers and fries, or burgers and tots or something, man, I make a mean, lean hamburger. Not really so lean. Mean, though. Definitely mean. Breakfast. I can kill some good breakfast, jambalaya and hamburger. You know what? One of the things that I miss so much, and I don't even know what kind of Hispanic food it is. It's called migas. I had a neighbor one time who was kind of an asshole, but whatever. He didn't mean it. And he came to apologize to me one night for all the noise he was making. And one morning, and he brought me migas. And migas was like eggs, tortillas, I just can't, like potatoes. It was just so hearty and delicious. And I've never been able to find migas again. It's the only time I've ever had it. I don't even remember exactly what goes into it, and I never think of it unless somebody brings it up. But migas, that was a good. I think the meal is better upon reflection because it was also like a nice gesture from somebody.
Yeah, it was unexpected.
Right, it was unexpected, and it was a nice gesture from him. Migas just means crumbs. Well, I'm telling you, like it was corn tortillas, chopped into triangles, but not
chips.
Not chips, like raw corn tortillas. It was like a red kind of like enchilada sauce almost. I think there were eggs in there, some bell peppers and jalapenos were cut up in it. It was kind of like what you would call a hash, I guess. If you went to Denny's, you would probably get like the skillet hash or whatever. It was close to that, but it had a distinctly Mexican flair to it. Or I don't even know if it's Mexican, honestly. It might be Central American, South American. I don't know where migas or his style of migas. Maybe it's one of those things that is different in every kitchen, right? Maybe migas is just what mom throws together, right? Oh yeah, people still have pepper gardens out here, yeah. It's huge here. I mean, like jalapenos, habaneros, bells, and fresnos, and serranos all do super duper well even now. So long as you're keeping them watered and de-pested and weeded back, and you got your boxes, you got good healthy soil and stuff, those peppers are gonna go wild in this environment. Yeah, I'd like to see your garden one of these days.
Shika, shika, shika.
Can we get you anything, babe?
No, I'm going for a little bit.
Oh, you? Yes.
I don't even know where it is.
But it's weird that I don't ever see it at a restaurant. Like at a Mexican restaurant, there's never migas.
Might just be too involved. I mean, that's like things that take so long to fry up the tortillas and shit.
Maybe. Are you coming out? You can come out or you can stay in. These are the choices you have to make in life, D. You can stay in and be a couch potato, or you can stay out and be a cute little guardian of the backyard. You get to choose. Isn't that wonderful? Go sit with Dad, or you can sit with Mom, Or you can sit by you lonesome. Or you can sit with your brother. Huh. Yeah. Dinore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Dinore. What's the puppy's IQ? Coonhound husky mix and a pit bull bulldog mix. Aw. I love dogs of all types. I really do. Doggies can do no wrong, and kitties can do no wrong, and hamsters can do no wrong. Pretty much any animal other than a wasp, a fly, and a black widow can do no wrong. What's that noise in the background? It sounds like a power drill to me. Somebody's doing some work. How come you have a soft spot for dogs but not humans? No, I have an incredibly huge, overdeveloped soft spot for humans as well. Don't mistake me having boundaries for me not caring about people. I care about, people on an individual level. And I'm very critical of people as a conglomerate, right? Cats are little assholes, but you know what? They do no wrong, okay? They're allowed to be that. Yeah. I just have really, really hard boundaries as a person. I've found that that's necessary to function in my job. And so, I don't take bullshit. I don't accept disrespect. You know what I mean? I've got very, very clear and pretty easy to follow boundaries. The same boundaries that you would follow if you were invited into my backyard. I expect you to bring them here, right? Nobody's gonna come back here and talk shit to me in my backyard. That'll get you bitch slapped. So don't do it here, and we're chill. Them's my boundaries. Well, good point, Venus. Like George Carlin saying, I cherish individuals as I meet them. That's the important part of that, because the idea of an individual requires a meeting, in my opinion. You are not an individual if you're Joe Blow 74, Meme Lord 79. I like, if I've never been introduced to you and all you're doing is shitting, you haven't risen to the status that I would confer on an individual. As I meet them, right? I've never met you. I've never had a long conversation with you at the very least. I don't know you at all. You don't get that consideration out of me. You're just another bot. It's up to you to establish that, not me. But that's how it works. Them's my boundaries. Just in the same way there's a fence right back there, borders off my property. Got the same thing around me. morning, programmer. How you doing? The coffee is running out. The cats are mad. No, this is, I would never invest money in this property. I rent it. Not a chance I would ever paint anything here. So far, so good, I guess. I've had worse mornings, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.